Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. For our JPU friends who are living in England and who are in Jamaica, whether you're thinking about migrating or you are in the process of becoming a citizen or you're thinking about it, I think it's important that you know this information, who this lady is. Now, I'm going to leave some videos here and let you listen and observe for yourself. But in my humble opinion, I think she is going to become a prominent face in Britain's politics. She, in my opinion, has brought a lot of life to the Conservative Party. She's sort of new and different, you know. She speaks with a commanding voice. She has a commanding presence. You know, she's gonna be around. She's gonna be around, and I think that we should not be surprised if she, elevates to the pinnacle of power over there in England. But let me just let you have a listen to what she has to say and what her positions are.
The average cost now of housing each asylum seeker for a year is apparently £41,000. They are queuing up in Calais. Now, you say that you don't think we need to leave the ECHR to deport people. Is that true?
We should be deporting people more than we are now, even as we are in the ECHR. So what worries me is that we'll leave the ECHR, let's say we left it today, and I'm not against leaving the ECHR, but the problem still continues. And I don't know about you, Patrick, but I'm tired of politicians saying, we're going to do this thing, and then the thing doesn't happen. And that's what worries me, that even if we left the ECHR, I don't think it would solve the real problem, which is that people who are manning the borders, people in the Home Office, don't want to do this work. You see the messages they put on the message boards, the staff networks. They want to look after people. They want to help them. We need to make sure that those people work in charities, not in the Home Office, which has a very tough job to do.
Do you think the Home Office has become a kind of care home for charity workers, really?
I do think that there is a large number of people who want to do something else. They had a director general, I think, who was there. I believe her name was Emma Haddad, correct me if I'm wrong. She left to go to Amnesty International.
Right.
That was one of the most senior people there, and I think that is an example of the mindset. This is the past. We need to talk about the future. There are many countries now who want to use guilt to try and exploit the UK. They ask for reparations. I saw it as a trade minister. It's not culture wars. I was at the WTO. I won't name the minister from another country. And he was telling me that we needed to give up some of the things that we were doing because of colonialism and because they needed time to develop. These arguments are a scam. Don't fall for it. We need to make sure that we put this country first. We work well with our neighbours. We work well with other countries, but we have to look after ourselves too.
Well, I mean, those advocating for reparations would say, shouldn't we just make up for some of the damage we did through the slavery? And as a black woman saying that, they may find that hard to understand from you.
Well, there are many things that the British Empire got wrong, but there are many amazing things that the British Empire also did. And we need to be honest about that and stop pretending that it was all bad. The British Empire ended slavery, the Atlantic slave trade. We need to talk about that more. Thank you. So, if we need to leave the ECHR in order to control migration, we should leave it. But it is not a silver bullet. It's not even the most radical thing that we can do. Immigration is too high, both legal and illegal. We need to tackle that. It is causing a strain on public services. We're not able to build housing to keep up. It is not fair. But we have to ask ourselves, why is it that countries that are in the ECHR are able to deport people who are there illegally better than us? France is able to send back about 70%, where we send back about 10%. So it cannot be the ECHR that is stopping us from doing that. That is why I don't want us rushing out to give promises when we don't have exact reasons for what is happening. The ECHR may be a solution. It is something that I would consider. But if we are going to do that, we're going to have a proper wholesale plan. Leaving the ECHR is not dissimilar to leaving the EU in terms of the consequences. Last time, everybody forgot about Northern Ireland, and then we started playing catch-up. We cannot make that mistake again. The ECHR is something that will impact Northern Ireland if we leave and Ireland is in there. What are the consequences of that? The ECHR and the Human Rights Act are what I use to defend many gender-critical women who are very worried about single-sex spaces. The ECHR has helped us with freedom of religion and belief. If we take it out, we need to make sure that we have something else to replace it. That requires work, not just a promise. This leadership contest is not a test of who can make the biggest promises. It is about character. It is about conviction. We are not in government anymore. It doesn't matter what our policies are right now, we cannot deliver them. We are in opposition, so let's use that time wisely. Let's not make the same mistake that the Labour Party made, making lots of promises, waiting and hanging around until the other side lose. We can see where that's got them. What we need to do is come up with a plan that is based on our principles. Conservative principles, the principles that unite all of us in this room and those watching at home. Freedom, personal responsibility, the importance of family. That's what unites us. That is what is going to get us back into government. There is no point having policies without trust. We need to pick a leader who can earn back the trust of the British people. We need to pick a leader in this contest who can save the Conservative Party. My message is not just for all of us here. It is not just for party members. It is also for those of you watching at home, those of you who wanted to vote Conservative but felt that you couldn't. I need your support too. I need your support because the system is broken. I need your support because we need to renew our party so that we can renew our country. The problems of this age are getting bigger and bigger. Soaring debt, global mass migration, stagnant growth, an aging society, a rapid technological change. This broken system needs renewal. It needs people who can deliver that, and that requires a leader who has consistently demonstrated conviction and a track record of delivery that you can trust. I want to build a brighter future for our country. But for us to do that, we need to get our act together and get our act together fast. I want to help a new generation to build homes and families, to build careers, start businesses, to acquire capital, property, investments, and security. But this broken system is going to need an engineer to fix it. I am an engineer. But I cannot fix it without your help. That is why I am asking for your support today. Together we can do this. Together we can fix the system that is broken. Together we can renew. Thank you.
The opposition, can
Mr. Speaker, can I thank the Prime Minister for his almost warm welcome? And can I also echo the comments that he has made? It is an immense privilege and the honour of my life to lead the Conservative Party. And I look forward to joining him at the Cenotaph this Remembrance Sunday. As leader of His Majesty's opposition, I will be taking a different approach to the last opposition by being a constructive opposition. And so I would like to start by congratulating President-elect Trump on his impressive victory this morning. The Prime Minister and the Foreign Secretary met him in September. Did the Foreign Secretary take that opportunity to apologise for making derogatory and scatological references, including, and I quote, Trump is not only a woman-hating, neo-Nazi sympathising sociopath, he is also a profound threat to the international order. And if he did not apologise, will the Prime Minister do so now on his behalf?
Mr. Speaker, there will be many issues on which the Leader of the Opposition and I disagree, but there will be issues that do unite this House on national security and Ukraine, and I do look forward to working closely with her on that, and I will provide her with the information that she needs to discharge her duties. That's the right thing for the country, and it's far more important than party politics. And the Foreign Secretary and I did meet President-elect Trump just a few weeks ago for dinner for about a couple of hours, and we discussed a number of issues of global significance. It was a very constructive exercise.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister did not distance himself from the remarks made by the Foreign Secretary, and I'm very sure that President Trump will soon be calling to thank him for sending all of those North London Labour activists to campaign for his opponent, given that most of his cabinet...
So yeah, like I said on the broadcast last night, I think these big countries, or as they're called, first world countries, whether it be US or UK, they are becoming more and more anti-immigrant. And if they don't want people in their country, then, you know, we just have to accept it. And I think in Jamaica, what we need to start doing is start promoting return home to Jamaica. Strong, consistent advocacy. Let people know that Jamaica is as good for you as it is for those who visit and enjoy and don't want to leave. Come back home. It's okay. It's fine. I think we also need to have a very strong organization that helps returning residents to reintegrate, not just those who are coming back from deportation, but people who can reach out, whether via email or phone call, to have their questions answered about what they can anticipate in this Jamaica that we have today. If they've been living abroad for a long time, they want to return home. It doesn't have to be a retiree. It could be somebody in middle age or anything. They want to return home and they want some information. And, you know, I think we need to start really promoting that, you know, in a very strong way. So, you know, that's it, guys. Just so you know, this is what you can look forward to over there in UK, because I think this woman is appealing to the majority in England. Thank you for watching. This is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Take care. Until next time.